George, you're late, but welcome.
Oh, how are we?
That was a lot of dollarinos, but it was worth it. I feel like a fucking idiot holding the camera. It's a lot bigger.
Either blow up the truck or we will succeed.
A lot of smoke coming out of the engine bay, buddy. About time, George, you're late, but welcome. You good, brother?
How you going?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, how are we? Good yourself? We just left beautiful Adelaide, which is a stretch.
Beautiful Adelaide is a big stretch.
But
Gold Coast, that was 32 degrees.
but coming into this,
Welcome to Melbourne.
Welcome to
90%
Melbourne.
of the time raining and shit weather. We're running late. Ollie's the man when it comes to fab work, and he works like an animal. So we're flying in Ollie from Adelaide to help finish this fucking build by Christmas time.
we've got a deadline. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna rhythm with the tism, baby.
Oh shit, here we go, you ready?
Oh, fucking hook it. Handbrake.
Wait, in my cars?
Go, go, go!
No! That was all trust! That was all trust!
No, that would hit my side first anyway.
We're here, finally. Matt! Morning, mate. We're here to speed the process along with Ollie, Matt, and all your boys. Speed the process along. Morning, brother. Morning, boys. Okay, so I came here a week ago and did a big unboxing with Matt. It was what, 2.5 hours of unboxing. There is so many pieces, but I filmed it with the front of my camera because I didn't have George, and the quality is pretty average. These are a lot of the parts that have landed from America. It came in a huge crate, which is gone. It's been dismantled, massive crate. There was, what, 200 parts. There are so many parts, so the boys are starting to pull it all apart now, and then Matt will rip the whole tray off. And then all the suspension will get ripped out. All of this, the diff will get taken out, the brakes will get taken off, the drive shaft, the diff, the exhaust gets taken off, the rear bar gets taken off.
You're saying everything just gets
Everything gets taken. We're literally left with what? 4 doors, a hood, and a roof.
Still with a jailer plate on?
Matt got us the jailer plate. I fucking love it. That's gonna stay on. That's gonna stay on until we get it registered. Old lower control arm. Yeah, control arm. Money. With this many people working on it, I feel it'll be done by the end of the day. These are the upper control arms, and then these are the lower control arms, and in here there's a spindle that connects, and then all the suspension connects to the chassis. So yeah, that's sort of how it looks, and then the tires on this side, to anyone who doesn't know.
Dude, this is literally like childhood dreams. Like Christmas for me was 2.5 hours of unboxing here. It was like when you see all Phillips machines stuff like this, like, bro.
How's that for a lower control arm?
20 kilos, bro.
Nah, that's... Well, if you want to jump a fucking 3-ton truck in the air and land on a brake shit...
Oh, fuck!
So this is about where you need to be.
This is what pushes your tire, right? This is called your tie rod. This is the new one. It's quite a lot bigger and longer. That's how far we have to push the truck out. That is why we're running such big wide fenders to cover the track, so the tires don't stick out and shoot rocks and mud everywhere down the side of the truck. And obviously to counter for the big wheels that are going inside. So we're gonna cut up through here and around, and that will get rid of this shock, and our bigger shock will sit up inside the bed, which would allow a bigger stroke so the tire and everything can come down further, so it can give you more travel. For when you're going real fast over the whoops, the tires stay on the ground and you can go over the bumps, and it keeps pressure on the ground, so you can keep on accelerating, because when you're in there, you're not moving fast. So when we take it up to Finks, Fink, which is in the middle of middle of Australia, it's called Alice Springs. We go up into the desert and beat on this truck up in the desert. So come have a look at all the parts we got. The hub and the axle sits through here, and that's what turns the wheels. But fuck me, bro, that's heavy, eh?
Look at that good power steering, put it that way.
God, I love stickers, bro. I'm a child when it comes to stickers. For some reason, oh, they got something that got destroyed.
Oh,
yeah, mega.
I don't think they're gonna fit on your water bottle, but
oh, mad.
SPD, bro.
Now that's a brake. That's a 6 piston and a half, man.
Beautiful. These are mega. So this is a big power increase, and so much testing has gone into this.
So why is it a power increase from the standard?
Because
these have been poured and polished. You'll see in the insides. So they've been cleaned up for better flow to match probably the heads.
Correct.
Very importantly for high power vehicles.
Because we're going for 1,000 horsepower.
This is what I prepared earlier.
SPD trombone, it's called, but
trombone.
Yeah, it's equal length.
Equal length. Equal length is not a word.
It's
length.
equal length. Length. We're saying the same word.
Are we or not? Because I'm hearing link.
No,
length.
With a lift.
This
This is SPD. SPD.
Use the tism. Use your
Equal length. Front fender. Whole fender. So yeah. Yeah, it's a fair amount fatter. By the end of the day, this is going to be a shell of a car. There was going to be nothing on it but some chassis rails and engine. These trucks day in, day out, so like pulling them apart is just second nature for them. Me, I'd be looking at what size is this, what size is that? It becomes overwhelming for me. Like now I'm overwhelmed because I'm like,
Your parts and pieces?
it's in pieces, man. Like, it's a fucking expensive truck, but like, I just wouldn't even know how to put it back together. It's
No,
a whole
I
other
know.
problem. Like, you watch Matt Armstrong do his videos, right? He's the GOAT of YouTube when it comes to automotive repairing vehicles and whatnot. And it's just like, he has a smash car, he's missing parts, and he's like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna fix it. It's like, dude, you don't even know where anything went. Like, you've been missing a whole side of the car. So like, here at least they know where everything goes. But yeah, God. So we're replacing literally every single component that is sitting here is getting replaced. It's so fucking clean. You would never know, ever know, that this was converted. Oh, Matt, this is sick. I don't know how to show you. Give us the camera. It is like the smallest little details that he does, even switching over like this to the right handle around the right way. It does. It's so, all the lines, all the stitches, everything is perfect. Like, you get into some of these and they're all wonky.
You know when you squeeze it,
Yeah, it
makes
makes it sound, but no,
doesn't.
everything is perfect. What the? And like another thing is like where they put the pedals is in the wrong spot. They put them too far over to the right, so like your foot hits the thing, but here they're in the right position. Dude, everything is spot on. Matt kills this every time. I've had what, 7 trucks from Matt now. Yeah. This is my last one. This is it. This is my last one. I'm going to keep this one registered in Matt's name, so I can't sell it. So every single one of these, I think there's more along here. There's a lot of them. Have to be. These are spot weld. What are they called? Spot weld.
So there's a little special little tool that drills, like cuts around, instead of drilling straight. You either drill through, or you either drill straight through it. You got a little special spot weld remover. So you got to disassemble all this. Might better just repurpose the exhaust, cut it shorter, because we're not running tips anymore. We're just going to straight out the little dumps. And I reckon we're just going to go fully chopped mock like there on both, and we put it on just little dump downs. Simple. If you don't need to spend money, you don't need to. So we're doing? Little dumpies?
Out over there, but at the moment what Ollie's doing is he's grinding back where all the lower control arm bolts are. It's called a slot delete, right? So we bolt through there, we put a bolt, reinforce it, so when you hit something coming along, the wheel doesn't move back and forth. It can go up and down fine, but we want to make sure it's strong and doesn't get pushed back and forth. When you're hitting big things, big whoops and stuff like that, it's a lot of force on the wheel going that way instead of up and down. Both fenders are off. By lunchtime, both sides are off, and now they can put the fiberglass ones on there and start jigging that. Is that correct? Yeah? That I'm excited to see. The coffee burned my throat. Just got back from one of the best bar meals I've ever had in my life. Right. Now, the boys fucking haven't stopped. They've put the fenders on now. So we've got this. Just gonna keep it all aligned, so instead of being down like that, he rivets it while it's all straight obviously this is straight, then it'll sit flush. So when you look at it on the body, it doesn't go all wavy. No one in the US seems to put these back into the fiberglass, right? I know one guy, but he had to remake them. He made all his own in 3D printing. So I want to work out why we cannot put this in to the rear fiberglass. Can you see why it won't fit?
I would say it wouldn't fit due to lack of effort.
You think it'd take more effort to that guy 3D printing the whole fucking thing, right?
I don't know, man.
We just finished off a mega day. The boys smashed out way more than I thought they would ever get done. Like, I swear, I think it'll be done by the end of the week. So the boys are putting on a show for Mustang Motorsport. So we've got a few D1 drifters from America that are here. So every Mustang has rocked up, I swear, in Melbourne. So they're just putting on a barbecue. We'll go have a good look around, have a suss, check out some fucking cars. Day 2. We're gonna get the whole front finished in the next 20 minutes. Then we're gonna jump onto the back, get the whole rear end stripped and completed by today.
Like I lose weight.
He's gonna do it all. As you can see, the back end is all put together. So it's yeah, it's quite a lot wider. Here's a whole bunch of our front end that we took off. So that's
Still the stuff we not gonna use.
What parts are you going to use?
none of them, brother. They're all
No,
gone. They're finished.
too
That's
fucking-
straight to the scrapyard.
Oh, I'd probably sell it on eBay.
Bro,
Right, do you know how much the brakes are worth? And rotors and shit like that. They're
if you want to buy these, hit up. What's your email, George?
George, no.
You know what? That's a lie. Yes, you would buy it because people put it on standard F-150s. They turn them into the Raptors. They're there. Hit me up. If you want all the stock, everything. You could make a You could literally make a Raptor because we're taking off every single part that makes it a Raptor. Yeah, you can make a Raptor. Let me know if you want the stuff. Come get it. Boys are pulling apart the diff now, taking out the drive shaft, taking out the suspension. So this will just be left with a chassis rail. Loading up new panhard rods, and over across here is the hydraulic bump stop and a brace that comes down here. So we put the brake in there. This was meant to be black, but I actually rate the red because it goes with the red tire riding. But I rate it. We're gonna go see if we get new stickers made up and get them made in blue and red. But
Sick.
in here is a vent, right? In here's a vent, front wheel, front fender. Everyone just paints the fender. The new fender, the fiberglass fender, but they want to make it look perfect. So we're gonna mold this into there. So it sits in there. No one else does it. Everyone else just paints over it. But I'll show you what a paint over version looks like.
Wow.
That's what it would look like, just painted over that. But we don't want that. We want it to look super clean.
Sick.
We want to make it look OEM. The boys have a problem of we're using the OEM fender vent, but it doesn't fit at all, and it's really strong plastic, so they're trying to manipulate the fiberglass because the plastic won't bend, and then they got the heater gun here trying to heat up the plastic and try to mold it onto the guard. It's a bit of a headache, but you get it.
I'm going to do it.
You gotta do it. Good.
Here you go.
Out with the old. It's small. Yeah, I know, brand new. It's done 50 kilometers maybe, but the new one is way beefier and will help when it comes to the massive tires. And the power, we can't run that one. And to be fair, when you look from the truck from behind, because we've got rid of everything underneath, it just looks a little bit tiny. So yeah, the new one will go in there. When I said we were removing everything, I meant it. So this is our trailing arm. This is one of them. There's two on either side. So there's the old, and there's the new. The new is completely solid billet. This one's just hollow. This is nothing. So this is the new one. Completely big piece of solid billet. Mint. Everything's getting replaced. So they sit in here, and this is what holds. This is what holds the diff in place, going up and down, up and down, up and down. And then we have a panhard rod that is also going to replace it. Goes along here, and that keeps the diff from going left to right, up and down. Something. The bolt head
is on the inside. So you can't get it out because it hits on the fuel tank.
Fuel tank. So
Yeah. So all
we
this is.
need some trickery.
Oh,
Some
God.
serious. We will either blow up the truck or we will succeed.
Oh shit.
Okay. So what Ollie's doing here is he can't get the bolt out, so he's gonna use a plasma cutter right along the side of the fuel tank.
Is there fuel in it?
Bro, you're pointing it towards the... Yeah, there's fuel in it. Matt actually filled it up for me, believe it or not. Bro, standing that distance ain't gonna save you, okay? I think you get it back close, but I think you just have to... I do not approve of that. That is... Supposedly this is less dangerous than using a 9-inch grinder, because they're illegal in Australia, so this is where we end up.
Fucking how you doing, motherfucker? Boom! Ah, damn, that was dangerous. Like, that was either succeed or blow the fuck up. See, look, safety first, guys. We did get a fire extinguisher. We pre-planned it.
Well, that's not going to just light up. That thing's going to blow up.
Yeah. I would have been at least at the driveway while that happened.
You would have made it to the driveway.
You
You would have made it back to Adelaide.
The diff has now been put in place. Here is the old one we took off, which is very thin and not a lock diff. Now we have the big girthy boy. This we need to turn the 40s and 1,000 horsepower and to lock the diff. So yeah, this was a big purchase that we needed. God, it's good. Dude, this was a big purchase, and I was like, I could have done without it, but I was like, I'll just have the chance of breaking stuff, so it's best just to do it once and do it right. A lot of dollarinos, but it was worth it. The whole fucking thing's a lot of money, but it's something. It's probably like I have a few cars to see, but this is definitely my favorite car. Like, this is my 7th one. I'll never live without a Raptor.
Putting the wheels on now?
Because they want to cycle the suspension up and down with the diff on, and they're going to put the back on to make sure it won't hit in it. And the concern is that full bump, like it's a full, not extension, compression. We're worried about the wheels smashing this guard, and whether we need to chop it or not. I don't think we need to chop it, but they're extremely big wheels. Like size, when you see these in real life, when they're coming up to like your belly button, this is what come on the truck. Here you go, this is the standard 37, which is the biggest tyre that comes on a factory car. Do you want me to flex that? That's what I mean, like, and this tyre, a 37-inch tyre is massive, but it's nothing compared to this size. So that's why we're concerned whether it will fit in there.
There's no quarters on it now.
And that's at full droop, right?
Yeah.
It's not full droop, full compression. Plenty of room. Who was stressing?
I don't know about why is this?
You know what I see here?
You can go lower.
No, we can get bigger tyres. We can go 32s.
42s.
42s, brother.
42s. Bro,
It's going to drop down probably 10 mil, that's it.
to think that this is at the compressed spot. That's
That's
surprising,
where it's
man.
harder, bro.
Makes me
It
feel like
has
it's got to go lower.
I reckon it's going to sit somewhere like this.
No
Should we
way,
go,
bro.
Should we go a bit more monster truck?
No, it will. The droop.
Yeah, wait. Right about there.
No. It'll go higher. It'll go higher than this.
On full droop, like up, where it's set full.
It'll go higher than this.
Yeah, it's probably going to go back up than that.
It'll go higher than this. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. No. Wait.
gotta
My
be more, I
word.
reckon.
It's below my shoulder. It'll go above my shoulder. It'll go above my shoulder.
Keep you going, boy. Tonight.
All right. Let me tell you how this is going to run tonight. It
No.
has to be done.
You let me tell you how this is going to run. We're on fucking track, mate. Tonight is paint. Paint is going on. We're not leaving.
We're painting. When he says
I
paint,
will
he means all where he's welded and
No.
put
Yeah,
stuff on.
so-
It has to be painted.
So all to assemble the diff and the RSN finally, and the front end, we have to paint what we've welded, paint what we've fabricated. So then tomorrow, once it's dry, we can start assembling it, and I'm kidnapping the boys until we get to that stage. They're not leaving. So then Wednesday, it's assembly. So like we're talking Thursday night, we're jumping off of the fucking roof.
Let's go. Right.
Let's go!
What are we doing?
We are about to cut some holes in the rear bed here for access for the triple bypasses to go through the bed. This rack is not for show. It's the real deal. The top of the shock is going to mount onto that point there, go straight through there, all the way down, and link up on the diff down the bottom there.
Good.
How many inches of travel, Jay?
18, 19 in the rear.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Really smoking up in that bonnet.
Say again?
Really smoking up in
Hey. I'm like, where? Baby, I'm on fire.
No, my fucking car's on fire, Ollie.
Hey, look, there's a little bit of
Hey, Ollie. Got a lot of smoke coming out of the engine bay, buddy. Little fire. Right.
It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, nearly 4 o'clock, so everyone wants to start to get ready to go home. So we're just putting the last pressure on. We're heating up this and trying to get it with enough heat to mold and stay there. Ollie is cutting up the back for the rear tow bar. Matt is cutting out the tray right now for the shock to go through. And Kyle is spraying all the front part of the front end where it got all welded and welded up, and then all the bracketry's in, so he's painted that up, so we're good to put all the parts in tomorrow and cycle the suspension with the wheels on and everything.
Day 3, Wednesday. Big day today. I'm hoping we get the whole front in today. Raptor. Look at this. Come look at this. Original fenders. New fenders. She thick, boy! Day 3. We are hoping we're going to get all of this put into the front today. We're going to get all the spindle, the hubs, everything, the lower control arm, upper control arm, shocks, everything that's got painted last night. That looks freaking incredible. So all this got put in last night, painted, put it in, cycle it up and down, make sure it doesn't hit anything, and if it does start to hit, things we have to move out of the way, like the brakes, we have to move, the battery we have to move out of the way, because it sits down too low, the tyre will hit it. And I think the headlight, that needs to get trimmed out a little bit, so that sits nice. But yeah, big day. Ollie's gonna work on the back end. We've got the bumper that doesn't fit the car, because it's off another car, but I like the bumper. So we're gonna jig that up so it fits on each side and height and everything else, so that fits, and with the tow bar, so the original tow bar can sit underneath there. Matt's gonna continue cutting through the bed and running the shocks through there. He's done one side, so we cycled it yesterday. So one side bolted up perfectly, and then we got to put on the, what else are we putting on here today? Limit straps, connect the diff with the drive shaft, put all the brakes on, all the new brakes, and just cycle it, make sure it all works today, hopefully. It's a big day. Everything we've taken off of the standard Raptor. I don't know what we're gonna do with it, maybe part some of it out. If you need anything, yell out, it will be here. But yeah, this is everything.
Probably should have just started off with a regular F-150, but whatever.
So this is something I'm excited for, which is the SPD manifolds, right? Because when you're running more power, you need everything to flow way faster through, right? And have no restrictions. So this is his new casting. He's cast it and made everything, the diameter of everything inside substantially wider in the backside and the whole way through. But yeah, he's used the casting. So pretty much, because we're putting the bigger blower on there and we're doing a different pulley, you want to get all the exhaust out as fast as you can. This one is smaller, so it can only come out as fast as it can. Best way to explain it, a big straw, little straw. You can exhale with a bigger straw than a smaller straw. So that is what we're doing here. It's quite a lot bigger. So yeah, that's just going to get bolted up now, and then we'll do the downpipes, and I'll explain why we need new downpipes. Here he is, the goat.
Hey, howdy.
What's happening, brother? Hey, so we're We're just installing the manifolds, right? Step one is the manifolds, and I've just explained why you do what you do, and to making it the diameter a lot wider to stop the turbulence going through there and just pumping out those gases way faster, so you can make more power, right? Because you've got less restriction. Is that right?
Yeah, yes, that is correct. And it's also to lower the engine gas temps. I mean, that's the number one enemy on these motors right now is the actual temperature of your exhaust gases. So yes, you're opening that up so that better flow out of your engine as quickly as possible.
All right, spot on. So what the information I did give you is correct. All right, now we're gonna pop these in now, and then we're gonna move on to the downpipes, and then I'll get you to explain. I'm gonna try to explain, and hopefully I get it all right. But then I'll give you a call back and see if we can get the downpipes and the trombone in there.
Sounds good.
Thanks, brother. Speak to you soon.
Okay.
See you, mate. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. He's the man. Spd Performance. Thank you so much for this, and hopefully hitting my goal of 1,000 horsepower. Rear bar is on, so just put it on temporarily to have a look at it. It looks sick. I am so happy we went with this rear bar. Obviously it wasn't for the right car, but I didn't care, I wanted it. So now we just have to do everything to make it fit. And this is one of it's a big gap in here. We're gonna have to make a box in here so it fills in this bit of the gap and goes all the way to the fiberglass. So that's okay, and down a little bit. But that's why we brought Ollie, so he can do it. He's over there grinding away, doing something, but yeah, I'm stoked how that looks. Come look, there, Maggie, look at it. Look at that. But you just look at it. So, there's too much meat here. So this is gonna have to be cut out and remade, because it's just too much. And this computer has to be moved. There, she's on. Now we've mounted on the tyre, we can run it up and down and see where it hits and what needs to be manipulated so it fits in there nicely. We've done the first initial cut into the back of the headlight here. So now we're just waiting for the boys to jump out the tray, and then we can lower it all the way down and see where it's hitting on the headlight. That's the part of it. That was, the wheel was smashing into that. So yeah, we cut that part out. Don't need it, weight reduction. So this is the problem we knew we'd run into, is that the tyre hits the inner guard. This is always like the shit, we have a problem, and how much time will it take to fix it? It's what it is, man. It's a full big custom job. So you're saying maybe have to cut the fiberglass because it will hit.
And I still have to go down more. I'm not all the way down.
The down travel we have, and it's quite a lot more. So the tyre is already hitting everything, and if you were to fully jump the truck, it would G out and it would take everything, the tyre, when it's spinning at whatever speed and it went up, it would just take out everything and just destroy the guard. So at the moment this is not, the word is tucked, it's not fully tucked. So it's probably got to come down another 4 inches, 5 inches down a little bit further. So yeah, the back is absolutely sweet, that fits fine. Yeah. All right, so the current stress is how far the wheels stick out. So here in Australia, we can't have the tyre protrude past the guard. So the tyre must stay, the track must stay within. So the stress here is the offset. Hopefully it's questionable, so we might try to pull this out a little bit, which will give it more room. And if not, we can run a clip inside of here all the way around, and that will stop it. But yeah, inside of the guard, there's a fair bit of trimming to be had, but we always knew this was going to happen. Yeah, is what it is. But all in all, it looks mega.
Are you stressed?
I'm a little bit tired, a little bit wired. Nah, it's a little bit stressful. Like, you're chopping up, what is it, nearly a $500,000 truck. Yeah, and it's just like a lot is at risk. Obviously, you know this. It just takes, yeah, it's a lot. But it's good, it's all part of it, right? Sometimes you second guess yourself, but I'm not second guessing anything. Obviously it would have been easier just to leave it stock, but it wouldn't be fucking as sick as it's gonna be. So we do what we do. So we're currently welding on the side panels here. So if we step on the fiberglass, it won't crack. So Kyle's welding that up. Matt's measuring this side up. Matt's just finished cutting in the rear of the bed so for the shock mounts to go through. And then we're just tapping this on, and then Kyle will come along, put the piece on top, and weld it on. Matt obviously runs all of the business, so he's got a lot of other stuff he has to do, but like, when he gets involved, it's good, shit moves. He does everything the slow way, but it's always the right way. But if like Matt's gonna take ages, like, yeah, well, you want it done right, this is how you do it. All right, yeah, I do want it done right. Okay, let's run it. So yeah, no half-assing when Matt's out. You want to put a screw in there or what? No, leave it on, Matt! Is it in?
Don't hit this is going on YouTube.
Is it in? All right, good, that's in.
All right. It's pretty good.
Why does it look like it's on the piss?
Like slightly angular. Yeah. That's how they were on the last one.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
Fair. Where we've cut, we want it to run evenly parallel straight down with it in line to this bit here. See, one finger here, 3 fingers at the top, so we want it to run even all the way down. Just those little details. All right, the boys have finally finished all the prep for the fenders. So now they've got the epoxy, the glue all ready, and they are about to stick it to the bed. And once it's done that, there's no going back. It'll be on there forever, and it'll be a part of the bed. We can no longer take it off, take it on, have a look. It all fits super nice. So now, from there, they'll do their final sand back, and then they'll get ready for prep and paint. But yeah, it's about to get glued on. Fenders are on. So they've taken the tub off now, so they can take it over to the booth, sand it back, make it all perfect, because there's obviously some imperfections that they found, like big imperfections. So that will need to get filled in. Yeah, so just lots of little imperfections that I'll go over to make sure it's perfect. And that's it. Then they'll make the inner guards in here. So they'll find something to bond it on both sides. Yeah, and make that all smooth in there.
Have you did the Chewbacca?
Go then. Yep. Looks nice. Alright, so what we're trying to work out now, where we're going to mount the bracket, the lights, the little lights that go underneath the bumper. We might have to move this down a little bit. So if we move that down, then it'll sit up tighter along the bumper. And we're going up. Oh, this makes it way easier to see what the fuck we're doing. Day 3 wrap up. Tub has been glued. It's finished, right? So now they come in and do the prep work, find any imperfections in the body when they're sanding and stuff like that, and they'll fill in any spots that are uneven. So that's finished. The main thing is getting it on. Tomorrow there'll be a little bit of fiddling around, putting the tail light in and just making that bit perfect. But the tub is finished, and it's a big time piece. So I'm glad we've done that in 3 days, which is massive. Front is its own headache, but we're getting through a lot of it. It's just a lot of trial and error, putting the wheel on, cycling the suspension up, making sure it all doesn't hit anything, and take it out. If it does, then fixing it. With the headlight, same issue. It hits the headlight, so altering the headlight. Front bar is 90% finished. We're just changing some brackets so the lights can sit up tighter to it, so it's all flush and not sticking out, lights dropping down and stuff like that. Ollie has made the rear bar. So the rear bar, and we've got to use the original tow hitch, which is crucial. So that's all stayed original. A lot of mucking around, but we luckily had 2 extra bars we can use to make sure it all works. Sensors are going in the rear bar, so we know if we're going to hit something. If we do hit something, it will not damage our car, because the whole rear of our car is
Solid steel, baby.
solid steel. Day 4 starts now. Boys will roll out some of the cars, make more room for us. The rear end's going to get fully bolted in, brake lines put in, and tail shaft to get in, all connected. What else today? Hub got done yesterday. Today, cycling more the front suspension, seeing if it's hitting anything, making alterations. But today's like just one of those days you just put in work and you probably end up at the same spot, but nothing huge will happen. But it's all little things that need to happen. Ollie can hopefully start working on the rear bar and finalizing where we want to make it a little bit wider on the fenders. Dave's on time.
Morning.
Dave is the body man.
How you going?
Dave's getting it all done before Christmas. Okay, so these are limit straps. So these are just one other thing that saves you. So they're going to be bolted up here and here, and it stops the diff from going further down than it needs to go down. So yeah, very important when you're jumping that you don't put more strain on your joints and your chassis. I'm ringing SPD. What's happening, brother? Good, bro, good. Hey, we've just ripped off all these old cats, right? We've got your new babies. Can you tell me, why are we going to these ones?
Because you're gonna burn the factory cats. Yeah, by about 10 to 15,000 miles, which is about 20 to 30,000 kilometers, you're gonna burn those factory cats up. They're just gonna burn out.
Right.
That's producing just too much heat. So those Jesse cats, they can handle so much more power, so much more heat. They're almost literally indestructible.
Is that so? Pretty much. So the old ones are just so compact, right? When you're having that much heat coming through over time, it's just collecting so much heat and restriction.
Yes.
So what sort of power increase have you found out of your new bad boys?
Well, with the Whipple upgrade, it's about 45 horsepower right off the bat without any changes. The Ford factory has a lot of limitations on it, so you might see about 20 to 30 horsepower. But no,
That's big.
Those are.
I'm excited to hear this. Yeah, this is like, I've always changed the cats and stuff like that. I think it's still very important to keep cats in your car. For emissions and whatever other reasons, but it just sometimes it sounds bad without cats. Some cars sound good without cats, like C63s, and Mercedes sound wild without them, and other cars. But yeah, this one here, the car is just so loud standard. So we're keeping the muffler in there, but it's a loud car, right? And as I daily drive it, I don't want drones, I just don't want the headache. So we want it to sound loud, but also keeping the factory muffler and be able to turn these on and turn them off with these electronic valves, which open up the sound. So we'll keep that on there, put these in, flow better, more horsepower. It's gonna be great. While the exhaust is getting installed, we're trying to work out license plate and how to mount it here. So in Australia, we need to run license plates, front license plates. So it's gonna have to go somewhere like that. Even I'm thinking, can we have hinges on license plates here or not?
Yeah, as long as it's not floppy or...
So we could even run like a hinge so the plate could sit underneath here. And then if we go off-road, we can just flip it up and it will sit tight up in there.
Like a motorbike.
Like a motorbike, yeah. And then back down when you need it. So looking at photos, we've got to cut it just in line with this bit. So it starts with the fender. That's okay.
Is that shit touching?
It is touching. Yeah, we've got to cut it. That's alright, that's an easy job. So they, like looking at other trucks, you can see that they've cut it. This is a different bar, but it's very similar, but this one's thicker. So they've actually cut it further. So yeah, it is what it is. We'll cut it. Yeah,
everyone cuts it.
We'll just cut it here.
Alright, we've just redid the brackets, dropped them down 20 mil, welded one in there, flush the bolt down so it's easier to get you locked in. Pennies, baby. This one paid the big bucks. All gold, baby. That's how we do it.
They don't fit the new hubs. Yes, they don't fit. So it's just little problems, mate. Nothing ever runs on track. It gets to there. Doesn't go any further on. That's alright. We will fix that. We'll get some new rotors that fit. Yeah. I've just found Matthew's t-shirt, and I don't know what parts of his that we're running on this top, but somehow it's been sent over with us. I had some of his parts on my last truck. He has one of the coolest Instagrams for like all of his machine work he does. Like his CNC machining and his cat designs are, I think, probably the best in the industry. Like he makes the coolest stuff. Somehow I've ended up with this t-shirt. See, everything is custom, right? And it's all handmade. So this part here is just a little bit too long, so it's binding against the top trailing arm. So we're gonna have to grind this part out. so it can fit and doesn't hit, because at the moment it's hitting and binding, so it will not help us.
Like that.
Old drive shaft. See you later. Get the new one. I guess we're fine. Awesome. Alright. Need a bigger drive shaft because we've got more droop. Woo! So yeah, obviously more travel. You can only reach a certain amount of distance with a small drive shaft. So we need a longer one. So we'll try a little trick. I use tie something. So something like this. Every time it spins, so you think your car's got an engine tick tick.
There's some words that say chassis. But I'm gonna sound like I'm fucking.
That's all that goes in? That's very easy. Like I feel like it doesn't click. Like you want to feel it click to know it's all the way in. It's fucking money. Like that's rated to fucking 1500 horsepower. Like, cool. Like I looked them up on Instagram, and then like I spoke to the boys about it, SVC, and they're like, dude, this is good for 1,000 plus. Keep on going. That's yeah. Because I wanted, obviously, when you put massive tires on it and heavy rims, it all transfers into this. So if that's not built, it goes boom. Little delivery from FedEx, blower. No, what is it? The air intake and a pulley. So I'm gonna go grab that and then come back to me. All right, baby. Yeah. Woo. Ollie, I got you a hat. Air intake pod. If you want to put it as a giant pod. There we go.
Where do you plan to put that?
Out the side, just through the fender. No, out the fender, it's here, it's the intake up top.
In the passenger seat?
Fucking huge, huh? Huge, yeah. Massive.
That's how you're going to get in your engine, but you have to remove your motor to put that in.
There it is. Make it go, woo! Okay, both springs are in. Steering tie rod end is installed. Nearly. Yes. Oh. New brakes, new calipers. More power. Can't forget about the braking. You get to places a lot quicker. So yeah, we definitely thought it was a smart shout to put bigger brakes in there. Yeah, because obviously you're going faster, quicker. So yeah, you need to pull up just as quick. So slotted and drilled brakes. I don't know if drilled is the right word, but they look drilled. It's just to disperse the heat quicker. That's all it is, right? That's it. So yeah, putting them in there. Pull up faster, because when you go fast, you need to stop fast. So if you're increasing the power of your car, I always recommend upgrade your brakes. Fucking hell, bro. That is millimeters. Sorry, I got a bit of the bead of the weld is a little bit too heavy on the spindle, so it's hitting the brake disc. So Carl's gonna grind that part down a little bit. Hey, listen, it's a lot of steel. Yeah.
Touch up some paint later. This is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. So he's just marked it now. If I was just quickly marked it now, he'll buzz that weld down, that bead of the weld. It's like, there's a lot going on. Let's buzz it.
Bro, you need to take, what I don't know whose mark it is.
Oh, we're changing rotors.
Like you said before, it's that fucking
Bend,
bro. If they would have put that straight and then to the bottom of that and then butt welded it, you wouldn't have had any width.
How much?
You got to take that off.
How much of it all? Like, will it
Bro,
still hold?
all of it. You got to take it back to that, and which is going to eliminate this bracket. I just cut this bracket out.
Oh, it sucks. Yeah, that's cool. We'll just change the disc rotors over to the standard rotors, or that just Matt's still playing with it now to see if he can work out a way, even machining it. Like, you've had discs on for a long time. They used to machine the disc to stop the wobble. If you've ever been on the brakes, it goes woo, 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 woo. That's just the warping of the disc. So they're seeing if they can just take out a millimeter out of the disc, take out that little slice of the over weld, and then hopefully it should fit in there. But if not, we'll just change back to the old rotors. We'll still have the bigger upgraded brake. so it's got more pistons, so it's got more braking power, more compression, evenly over a huge pad. So either way, we will be stopping better, but it's just not the ideal outcome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it just on yourself there?
yeah, sorry.
Do you? Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Is that level now?
I don't know, but that'll do it. Keep going, keep going.
Is it hitting? No. You sure?
It looks so close, but like it's
Right,
not
fuck,
touching.
it looks like it's hitting from here.
Nah, she's got fucking. She's got 6 else.
We're gonna put the rack in the rear so we can...
So it was a big day today. Ran into a few problems, which is expected when you're trying to do the final fit of everything. But we've seemed to figure out like little things like this was binding on the diff. The disc rotors don't fit over the bigger hubs. Just lots of little things. We had issues with the bigger discs we were running on here not fitting. But it's the boys have nailed out a lot of things like moving the battery location up so the tires can tuck all the way in without smashing into the tire, the battery hitting it. Same with the headlights. We've got a whiz here when it comes to electronics. He's moving it all so it's flush and sits up there so it looks factory, won't have any problems. No water will go in there. Then like bigger things like now, not bigger things but just little issues again. This is like the air intake box. They move the engine just 2 centimeters or something to the right, which pushes everything out the way so air boxes don't fit like they should, but that's okay. The body is done. The body was a big concern of mine, but he's pumped it out the 2 inches or so, 1.5 inches out of here, so it sits out a bit wider, so the tires will remain inside the guards. Springs will go in tomorrow. We'll measure the shock down here so we can weld up the tabs for the limit straps, which will be up in there somewhere. So we'll just want to get that correct. We have got the tow bar in, fabbed new ends to it, so now it's all one big piece, which makes it look so much cleaner. Once again, this wasn't for the right car, but it works. One more day and then we fly out, and then hopefully pick it up for 5 days after that.
Christmas time.
Christmas time, the bet is on. We get it done by Christmas, which hopefully we will, because I don't like losing bets. We are going to win this one?
We are. There is no we will, we will not. We fucking are. I don't even know.
Day 5, last day of the Raptor build. While we're here, we're going to try to push everything today. We're going to push the whole team, try to get them done, because they finish at 3 o'clock, but we want to drive the truck by 3 o'clock. As long as we can get the wheel nuts, I think we can push for it. Matt's going to install the pulley today, this morning, I believe. Matt's going to put the pulley in there. Yep, there we go. We got that okay. And then put the air in box, finish up some wiring, and then just take it for a little drive, hopefully. There's still some things we need to do, like mount the limit straps and mount all the shocks in the rear. But we've test fitted them, they had no problems. Put on the brakes. Go pick up our rotors from a shop down the road where we had to alter a little bit to get on there. Yeah, today's hopefully the home stretch. Hopefully. How hard is it to get the pulley in, Matt?
Not too bad.
Alright, I'll get it for you.
I didn't say it was like, I didn't say I can click my fingers and it was done.
Alright, so here we have the pulley. So this one here makes it, this one here makes it go a little bit more. Is that true, Matt?
Yeah.
79 inches, 525. So that's probably, well, to that's almost fucking 20 inches, brother. Just step on it and just slowly step. Like it's not hitting. Go.
Put both feet on it?
Go, bro.
Go. It's fucking clear. See, now when all these Ricket parts come up to play, they get the master in because the best is the best. You know what I'm saying? Georgie knows what I'm saying, hey Georgie? proper rigid solution is. I take it off, the whole fucking thing. I put it on the bench, I take that hub out, and I rebuild that section. Like I cut it, what do how it's kinked in that plate. I cut that plate completely out. I cut the back out, and I TIG that back in, and I TIG the back in. Like rebuild the whole fucking thing. That's the rigid edge, how it properly. But that's above and beyond. You don't need to, but that's how it should be done because that's how they should have made it. I don't know why they've stepped it out. Solution 2 is on the car and save 8 hours because that's a whole day of work.
Yeah.
Whole fucking day. Is I splice it, bevel it. I try. We try to knock it back in, and then I re-TIG it for the shred.
But when you say knocking it back in, you mean fucking hitting it with a hammer?
Just stop for a second and let's just really look at it.
Ah. We've got some big problems. Yeah, like probably the biggest of the last 5 days. I don't like it at all.
Shit, fucking bits and it's mint.
No, it's worse than that. Like, just if you got someone on the phone, hang up. It's not going to be pretty. So there's seriously big problems. No, I need to talk before you go in. I have nothing to do because I finished it. It's already painted and it's all back together. Woo, motherfucker! What?
What was even done, brother? What did you even touch?
There's nothing. It was just all a dream. Nightmare, but a bit of a dream. I'm going to put one more coat on to blend a little bit, and then we're going to put the arm back in, and
She's done. Good job, Ellie. Brought you for a reason, brother.
we fucking make it happen, motherfucker.
We're just gonna do a test fit, put it on the ground for the first time. Hope that wasn't important. Nah, we're cool. The five of us. So we're gonna do the first test fit and see where it sits. This is the first time all 4 tyres have been on the truck. Oh my god, they look heavy.
I don't know what to say, bro. It looks so ridiculously fucking nuts. I don't know, like that's. Once that's painted black as well. I don't know, it's ridiculous. That's it. That's the shit. 5 days to complete what I would say a normal shop would take a month and a half, 2 months to get it done.
Yeah.
It's sitting by itself, it's rolling.
That's suspension.
Everything's,
body,
yeah, it's on its leg, it's on its own legs.
fab. Like it was, the boys here, absolute astonishing. Smashed it out, man.
Yeah.
It was an epic 5 days. There was
A lot of problems we ran into.
and a lot of solutions. Like
Yeah.
straight off the cuff, there was no.
Like even this bar, this is not for the car.
No.
But now it looks like it's meant for the car, which it
That's what I
should
mean.
be made for the car. I told the company, I was like, guys, you make this for this car, make it for this car. Like, it works for a Gen 1, make
No,
it work for
it
a Gen
just-
3.
We just made it work. And just with the note on that, like the boys, there was a lot of like working over each other, and there was no issues. Everyone seemed to just flow with it. Mold, great team you got here, man. Like absolute astonishing boys. And to get that much work done in that little time, that much progress, it's an
Achievement, man. As it stands, you can see the achievement. 5 days. There's a rolling wide body Raptor R SVC full built kit.
Yeah. In and out.
Still a couple of finishing touches, but
Yeah, no, they've got another week's work of body work and
yeah.
of all the aesthetic stuff to make it work. And
But no, it's a solid week.
We hope to be back here on the 20th to pick it up or get it put on a tow truck and sent back to us. But it will be driving within the week. It'll be driving.
Yeah, it'll be driving next week.
Yeah.
It'll all just be down to the.
body
Hopefully
shop,
by the
like-
end of the next week, it'll just be.
Just little things like
painting.
this.
yeah,
Filling in just little stuff now. Like everything else is done.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Always great being up here.
absolute. It was great, man.
Nice to meet you, Ollie.
Absolutely, man. It was a pleasure working.
I'm stoked with the outcome. I'm absolutely stoked with the outcome. I have my dream truck. It's 99% finished, 95% finished. I couldn't be happy with the outcome. Stoked. I'm gonna say it's the best truck in Australia.
Ooh.
If someone wants to argue, hit me in my fucking comment section because I have a backup truck.
Come hit me on the street. You got to catch it, and you got to get as high.
Yeah, I don't see where it's gonna get outdone. You're gonna catch it. You're not gonna.
You can't keep up with it.
You can't. No. You're racing. Take it for a race through the desert.
Yeah. Head to Fink. We're gonna be Fink in 3 months' time with the truck. So follow for that. Episode 2, done, wrapped, finished. See you in episode 3. This is actually the only time I haven't had to rush to an airport, George. It's good to see you not popping this time, George.